Hello everyone. In this series of video, the topic is construction malediction of tool. So tool is the one which is widely used to measure the variables. And what we see here is the annual status of education report conducted by Pradhan across India. So it conducts across India and tests on science, maths and languages. How do our school children, where do they stand and how much they have on those three subjects: science, mathematics and languages. And next one is global level program for international student assessment by OECD, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. So this is a worldwide test, as like ASER, that's for India, this is for world. Not only students being assessed, institutions also being assessed, faculty also being assessed. And these are the world university rankings by Quackerelli and Siemens. And likewise, we have Times Higher Education World University ranking. And similarly, this is the Indian version, National Assessment and Accreditation called NAC, which assesses the university in India. And similarly, ranking is given by National Institutional Ranking Framework. So one hand students are also being assessed, on other hand faculty are also being assessed. So for assessment, what do we need? We need tool. And what is a tool? Tool is a standardized instrument designed to measure objectively a variable or any variable. So it's a standardized instrument designed to measure objectively a variable. So when we measure, we with data we measure, and data comes in four flavors. They are nominal, ordinal, ratio, and interval. So how do they differ? And when you take this, we can see the differences. So when there are three runners to compete a 100-meter dash, first set is their JC numbers, 7, 8, 3 are JC numbers, and the second set is after completion their position, first, second, and third. And the third set is if someone is giving a performance on a 10-point scale, 8.5, 9.0, 9.5 is a rating on a 10-point scale. And then the last one is the time they took to complete that 100-meter dash, which you put in the four flavors. The JC numbers is called as nominal scale. Nominal scale are just numbers. And if the numbers are ordered, first rank, second rank, third rank, then that is ordinal. And there is no inter-interval distance in the ordinal scale, which is true in interval scale. So interval scale possesses inter-interval distance, equal inter-interval distance between any two numbers, like 1, 2, 2, 3, equal interval distance. And in interval scale, there is no true zero. Whereas in ratio scale, there is a true zero and also inter-interval distance. Suppose the last set, it says seconds. Before beginning of the race, seconds will be of 0. So 0 possesses true values. In the third set, 0 does not have any value. Therefore, if the 0 has got any value, true value, then that is a ratio scale. So if you put all the things combinedly, then this is the answer. Nominal scale has nothing, magnitude, no equal intervals, absolute 0. And ordinal scale only magnitude, no equal intervals, no absolute 0. And interval scale, it has magnitude and equal intervals, no absolute 0, and ratio possesses all the three. So this is an example to understand the four flavors of data. Next is a student who weighs 60 kg stood first by scoring 100 marks in mathematics. So if you see X is a person, hence it is nominal. So what else is there? The other one, you can take the 60 kg. What does this one tells? 60 kg. Interval is there, and also 0 kg means value, true value. Therefore, this is ratio scale. And if you take the rank can be first, second, third. Therefore, ordering. Therefore, this is ordinal variable. No interval. 100 marks in an achievement test. Zero mark means does not mean zero knowledge in the subject. Hence, true zero does not exist. Therefore, interval scale, whereas in inter-interval distance are equal. So next one, there are five different types of tool in which it can be categorized into two. One is called the standardized tool, the other one is opposite, unstandardized. And what are standardized tools? Test, scale, inventory. Why we tell it as standardized? We need to go for reliability, validity, and norms. What are the other one unstandardized? No need to go for reliability, validity, and norms. They are schedule and checklist. Let us understand all the five tools primarily. So for a test, we need question. And what is a question? It's a very simple answer. Question is an instrument to test the achievement. And what is a test? If we see the image, we can tell it. Test is the collection of question. So example of a question is this. Reliability, validity norms are not needed for which one among the four? The C schedule. If we tick C, we will get correct mark. All the other options are wrong. So if we tick A or B or D, we will get 0 mark. Therefore, question is subjective. It measures cognitive and psychomotor domains. If it's correct, we will get marks. If it's wrong, we don't get marks. These are the characteristics of questions and also tests. We go for a rating scale record judgments in degrees, in different degrees along a line. Let us take an example. If India wins an Olympic medal, whether we will be getting joyful, sure, and that can be assessed in 5 point scale. Strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly. Whether you like this food, how long you help others, how preferably you help others. So these are in 5 point scale. And what are its characteristics? It's subjective. So there is no as like objective. Whether if you tick C in the previous question, you will get mark. The other we won't get mark. It's not like here you can tick anyone. So it measures the affective domain, and there are no correct or incorrect. And other flavors you can see of your rating scales. So strongly agree, undecided disagree, strongly agree. Likewise, 5 point, 7 point scale, quality, likelihood of an event, value, relevance, and frequency, importance. So we can have a dichotomous scale, 3 point scale, 7 point scale, 4 point scale, etc. These are the examples of scale. So what's an inventory? Inventory takes stock of a measure. It's a self-reporting instrument in which individuals know their own dislike and likes. Example, we have just whether you like to draw, whether you like to gardening, likewise. Another example is career preference record. This is a portion of a scale wherein which we have to tick whichever you like. In a box, you'll be having two options. You can tick either one, or you can also dislike either all the both. Whatever your answer can be, you can tick one right, the other one can be you can put a cross, or you can both put like you can both put dislikes. So then they will go for the assessment and they will tell how do we prefer a career. And we have many online tests career preference record. This is one such record. You can go it and see in Google. The other one is schedule. So schedule is name usually applied to a set of questions which are asked and filled by interview in a face-to-face situation. So what's an example? So easy example is that in teacher education system, we observe the teacher even in B.Ed, DT.Ed, we observe the teacher. This is a schedule. We will be having a schedule with us and we will observe the teacher and take notes. So the more example, the fantastic example is this Flanders classroom interaction analysis system. This is also a schedule and it with under 10 categories, and we have to mark them numerically, which we call it as coding, and then it will be decoded for analysis. So Flanders interaction analysis system classroom observation during practice, interview schedule, census, everything we call it a schedule. No need of standardization. But if more than one people are doing, we need inter-rater reliability. Otherwise, it is called as a tester's reliability. The last one is a checklist. Very simple checklist. Whenever we go to some place, we will be having a checklist with us, whether we have taken cloths, soaps, oils, all those things, whether we have taken, we'll take it. Same thing. Observer records a check mark to denote the presence or absence. So this is kids camping checklist. Even many professional bodies, they'll be having checklist to give uh, affiliations to organizations like NCTE, AICTE, Indian Medical Council. They'll be having a checklist primarily, and then also the other things also they will see. So this is one such checklist which checks the physical education program. So you can see how they have developed, how much time they have given importance to physical education program. This is example of. So up to this we have seen 5 different tools and categorized under standardized and unstandardized. In the remaining videos, we'll go for how the standardization is done, the reliability, validity, and norms. Thank you.